met a guy, we date him, we fall in love, he's not treating us the way we want him to treat us, we're kind of confused, we want to be more desirable, we want him to chase us, to want us, but it's not really happening, and then eventually we go into no contact. But we also know that us women, we just keep thinking about the guy the whole entire time, even when we are in no contact. But what about the man? Like, what are men thinking or feeling during no contact?
Is he's not thinking of anything because he was never interested in the first place. He wasn't looking for commitment. He wasn't looking for anything of substance. So if anything, all you did for him was make this much easier for him just to ghost, right? And I do feel that sometimes this is the easiest answer because you're not thinking what's going on or what's happening. He kind of just doesn't speak to you for a while. And
Hi, guys, welcome back to Black Tea Podcast. It's your girl, Annie Egalite. Today, I want to talk about what are men thinking during no contact. Of course, it's common that people always assume that women are the ones who are always heartbroken after no contact, after being ghosted. They are the ones wondering what's going on with the guy. They always reach out to ask, like, is there something that happened that you didn't tell me? How do I make up for it? They're the first ones to reach out. That's the assumption. And the main assumption is that the guys always move on so easily. They don't sulk, and then they're rarely heartbroken. So without much talk, let's take a look at a few people on social media, especially on TikTok, who are sharing their thoughts on this.
During no contact. I literally had a conversation about this with one of my partner's male friends yesterday at the barbecue, and what he told me is going to shock you. I mean, as women, we all know what that's like, right? We met a guy, we date him, we fall in love, he's not treating us the way we want him to treat us, we're kind of confused, we want to be more desirable, we want him to chase us, to want us, but it's not really happening, and then eventually we go into no contact. But we also know that us women, we just keep thinking about the guy the whole entire time, even when we are in no contact. But what about the man? Like, what are men thinking or feeling during no contact? Based on this conversation that I had with this male friend, I can tell you, men keep thinking the exact same thing that they've been thinking the whole entire time. Which means if he treated you right, if he was a good guy, if he showed interest, he will miss you. He will think about you. He will want you back. But if all of that wasn't the case and he was making up excuses such as commitment issues or that he's not ready or whatever, this is a big, big red flag and also a sign for you to just move on. As a relationship coach, something that I find so often is that women think that the man is kind of dumb for not realizing or seeing the signs that she's sending, when in reality, he's getting all of that. He knows. He sees it crystal clear. You don't have to do more. You don't have to push. You don't have to be more obvious. He knows. He just doesn't give a... When a man isn't treating you right and you're looking for ways to make him come back or to make you more desirable, to make him chase you, don't. Because men who keep coming back but never really treat you right or fully commit are just missing the validation and the attention that you're giving. So if you are in that situation where you are in no contact because he isn't willing to step up his game, girl, step out. Go and do your personal development work and find a man who deserves you.
ladies, this is what men are thinking during no contact. Now, ladies,
Work and find a man who deserves
Yeah, I do agree, but I kind of disagree with almost all the points, especially where she said, if he was treating you right, if he was a good guy, if he was going out of his way to please you, like you were desirable to him and all that. But I know of cases where guys come into your life, they treat you like a queen, they sweep you off your feet, they make you feel like you're desirable, they make you feel like you're worthy. And I mean, And this doesn't really mean anything to them because they are doing that to so many other women. Like for them, it's like a game. They're playing a game. They don't really care. So we as women, we need to be really vigilant because some guys who come and then they show you like they are the knight in shiny armor. Like this is the last bus stop. This is what they want, and this is where they want to be. And all of a sudden, they go into no contact. They ghost you like for no good reason, and you are the one reaching out to them, always trying to ask like what's going on, trying to make up, try to fix things, but he is not willing to do it. So I mean, it doesn't really mean if a guy comes to you, it doesn't and treats you right. It doesn't really mean he wants you. He wants to be with you. Sometimes he's doing that just to get to the nether area. As soon as he gets there, he's done. He's gone.
Ladies, this is what men are thinking during no contact. Now, ladies, typically what men are thinking during the no contact period is one or two things. So our truth is, and I know that some of you don't want to hear this, is he's not thinking of anything. Because he was never interested in the first place. He wasn't looking for commitment. He wasn't looking for anything of substance. So if anything, all you did for him was make this much easier for him just to ghost, right? And I do feel that sometimes this is the easiest answer because you're not thinking what's going on or what's happening. He kind of just doesn't speak to you for a while, and hopefully, which is my advice, you move on with life. Now, here is what's happening with the man with number 2. Now, the other alternative that a man may be thinking about during the no contact period is he's wondering what's going on. Are you guys still trying to get to know each other? Is there still a possibility of a relationship? And honestly, how you know that this is working and that there's something brewing in him is he's going to reach out, because men like results. They want to know what's going on and they don't want to be in limbo. And ideally, during the no contact period, a man should be contacting you within 2 to 3 days. I feel that if a man is taking longer than that, then you have to really ask yourself what was actually happening during the talking stage or relationship in general. Ladies, you have to remember that men are quite emotional as well. So your silence speaks volume, and they definitely are going to want to understand how they can repair if they were serious about commitment with you. For more feminine energy tips, make sure to follow me. Bye.
I would say it's not in all cases that when during no contact, the guy is thinking about you. Like she said, sometimes he has already had what he wanted in the whole relationship or the whole situationship or the whole hookup. He already had what he wanted, so that's why he goes into no contact. And as a lady who is looking for something more serious and long term, you shouldn't go after him. You shouldn't try to contact him. If he goes into no contact and you know that there is nothing wrong from your path, then you should focus on personal development and introspection, and try to build yourself so that the right man will find you. Personal development so that the right man will find you, rather than chasing clouds, chasing air, because I mean he's running away. If there is no contact, then he is not available. He is so unavailable. So why would you waste your time going after someone who has shown you that they don't want you? They are unavailable. Why?